let's talk about Saturn's transit in Revati Nakshatra. This will be happening this year, May 17th until October 9th. Then it's going to retrograde back into Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, where it was previously. It creates new beginnings and it creates endings. We're at the last nakshatra of the entire zodiac. What's going to come with you for the next 29 years is either what you're working on right now, or you're going to have to let something go and start something new. So that's why this is a very important nakshatra, and you're going to see that for the world. There's going to be drastic changes. Some things, some people will not be able to come with us. Now, it bestows spiritual wealth. It is ability to travel in between worlds. That could be through the material world. That could be through the astral planes, because it's the last nakshatra once the soul is leaving the body. Or this can be in the material plane, traveling everywhere, but that can be limited for some, this physical travel. Now, we'll talk about that. This is the shepherd that guides others. It's the lighthouse that shines the light for the ship to come in. But that can be suppressed or limited because that's what Saturn does. It shows ships, and Saturn is also oil. The best utilization for this is counseling others, showing them the way. And if you are in a business of this, especially dealing with spiritual matters, you'll be successful. Showing them the path using communication, intuition, and empathy. This nakshatra is all about experience and learning through one's own self-experiences, things that haven't been written before. And these experiences inspire creativity. It helps you figure out who you truly are and the sum of everything you've learned for the last 29 years. But it's the best nakshatra to be alone. So in mundane astrology, this shows isolation. And we have to ask ourselves, why is travel being limited? And why do people feel isolated all of a sudden? It's a writer that writes their own life using their imagination, and it's being channeled through them. Many artists with Saturn here might start to feel a bit restricted. Now, it can give you the creativity for some. It can give you that creativity back. For some, if it is in your chart that you're meant to travel, it can give you the karma for travel. But in the mundane world, it can show a restriction. This can also show a restriction, and it's ruled by Mercury. A restriction of freedom of speech can happen. And that can happen on the internet, because the internet is considered like another dimension. This can be by authority figures or by rules. So take all the experiences that you learned from the last 29 years, either you use it or you finish it up, and then now you enter new territory. Now Jupiter will be exalted and aspecting Pisces at the same time. So it makes a very powerful and life-changing time. So wherever Pisces is in your chart. So you look at what house it rules, and then that's the theme that we're ending. Now, Pisces is also sickness and death. Now that has to be brought up in lieu of what we're seeing in the media, which is a planned agenda at play. So definitely agenda, but the astrology will read like that's happening. Now let's look at the padas. So it'll be in the first pada starting May 17th until July 1st. The first pada goes into Sagittarius Navamsha. Now this is long distance travel, foreign places and people, the justice system, higher knowledge. So there's something affecting these, and there can be a suppression. Now, themes of killing animals and trading meat can happen here. That can be due to some kind of sickness. A duty towards having to serve others happens here, or becoming like a guru figure that helps others and giving them knowledge. The karma of reputations of career happen here, and it brings in religion, it brings in spirituality and the court system. Also the karma of long distance travel. Making money from illegal or questionable means can happen. And it's all about the leaders in charge, the authority figures as well. Some could actually die off, some could lose their positions. Then July 1st until August 20th. It will be in the second pada, and that's in Capricorn Navamsha. This is dealing with the government, high authority positions, entrepreneurs, those in corporations, giving us the karma of our hopes and our wishes, our desires as well. Our network circles come into the picture, and the alliances and who we are. It's also going to bring karma you're going to see about the vice presidents of countries, their alliances, These can break the termination of certain legacies. The state bodies can change, or the provinces, alliances. Here it can show spiritual or religious leaders can be exposed for just doing it for the money. Karma to government workers, endings or deaths. This will also affect those in lower income, regulations by government officials, the homeless and immigrants. Some can be taking shortcuts to fulfill their wants. It's important not to break the trust of others here, and that can happen to people on the world stage. Laziness and a lack of hard work can face karma. Layoffs can happen with construction workers who serve society. Desires are fulfilled with hard work here. Now, Saturn will retrograde on July 26th until December 10th, and that's when we'll see the most action, because it's going to go in a retrograde back into the first pada. That's when it's going to be a more difficult time. It creates new endings and beginnings, like I said, and the endings that it can create are deaths, because we also have K2 in Leo. Deaths, especially people very famous. Now, I looked back, and what happened last time on April 17th, 1998 was the death of Princess Diana, and it was a sacrifice. I have a video about this on Patreon, and I break it down how this was a sacrifice to a certain bloodline of the Illuminati, because this was done in Paris. It's at a crossroads into the tunnel. The tunnel is actually a place of sacrifice. For thousands of years, the witches used to sacrifice people there, but that was because they wanted to, because they gave up their body for sacrifice, because they can have a higher birth when they come back. This was not something that she wanted, apparently. So Revati is halfway between this world and that world, so it's a perfect time for sacrifice, human sacrifice, animal sacrifice. So it's enlightenment, but also people exiting the game. So you're going to see that. You can also see prominent rappers being sacrificed at this time. Some careers may end, but that's just to put you on the right path for the next 29 years. The significator of Revati is Mercury, which is health. And with Rahu in this specific nakshatra pada right now, this is why we've been seeing outbreaks on ships, because it's giving this karma of water as well, and sick and hospitalizations. And Pisces is oceans as well. And it can get worse as it retrogrades. And I have another video where I'm going to break down about what I think will happen with this so-called virus. Mercury is also how we communicate in social media. So like I said, there could be regulations imposed. Another reason for the reduced travel can also be because of the economy. Like, we're going through the same transits as the 2008 financial crash. And there also, in 1997, there was an Asian financial crisis. And we could be seeing that happening again with these transits. And that affected Southeast Asia. And it affected Thailand, South Korea, Indonesia, and it affected Hong Kong, Laos, Malaysia, and the Philippines. Right now, I looked up Korea. South Korea is kind of going into a slump already. That was a worldwide economic meltdown due to financial conditions. And also, the financial conditions that Korea is going through right now is due to oil. So this could also be due to oil, because Saturn is oil. For some, this will be a life-changing process, because Mercury is change. And this change can come from changing your residence or changing your relationship status. And also themes of space travel, more lies by the government, more lies about space, and they may be going back to Mars again. Yeah, and it's also going to bring up the karma to people who are hypnotists, psychics, astrologers. If you are not real and you are scamming people, you will see your karma. But also there could be regulations, creative arts of all kinds, the construction business, especially on roads, on railroads, managers, hosts, people who work in ships, gemstone dealers, the pearl industry and shipping, the marine industry, oil being spilt in the ocean, driving and transport, religious institutions. And also there can be a lot of DUIs, or people trying to escape this reality through addiction and substances, and people also wanting to be very skinny. So that's just a little bit about what I see. If you made it this far, please like this video. It really helps me in the algorithm. And if you would like your own personal reading, please feel free to email me or check out my website. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one.